today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Deontay Harris on the return.
Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
Not exactly the start to the 2019 season that Drew Brees anticipated when he injured his thumb against the Rams in Week 2 and forced him to miss 5 weeks. The Saints did go 5-0 during his absence, and when he came back, they didn't miss a beat. Rallied him to another division title and got him into the playoffs. And late in the season, passed Peyton Manning for the most career touchdown passes.
Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and
shotgun now for Brees. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 veterans, Brees to Sanders there for a Saints first down.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to a Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects, and yes, he can still play.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Kamara on the carry.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Kamara trying again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Again, the ball
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Brees now on 3rd and goal. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Well, don't adjust your sets at home. It may take a little while to get used to this, but here we go. For the first time in his post-Patriot life, Tom Brady takes the field as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
Well, he'll get his home debut next Sunday against Carolina, but Tom Brady's first game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road, and you know the eyes of the NFL are all locked in on this game, trying to get used to the sight of Tom Brady in a Buccaneers uniform leading Tampa Bay, hopefully, to the playoffs.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Yard line, 2nd and 11. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 38, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one caught by Isabella. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 12.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang. Had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Second and 11. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Well, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Brady's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. On 1st down, Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Boy, you know, so many storylines here in this opener. Of course, you got Brady versus Breeze. You've got Jameis Winston, the Bucs' former quarterback, on the opposite sideline. And, oh, by the way, it's a division opponent, but all anyone's talking about, really, and rightly so, Tom Brady out there leading the Buccaneers.
I like how you were able to slide in the other storylines, even though you did acknowledge, and rightly so at the end, this is all about Tom Brady wearing a Buccaneers.
And he hauls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Vita Vea on the stop. A gain of 2 on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 28-yard line.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat. Mike Evans has been so good downfield, I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
2nd and 11 now. To throw, it's Brady. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Shotgun now for Brady. That ball complete to Isabella. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Every time Michael Thomas makes a catch, I can't help but marvel about the 2019 season. 149 catches, but how about the receiving yardage? 1,725 yards. I don't care what the game plan was on defense, Michael Thomas found a way to beat it. A 10th carry for Kamara.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing now is Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
You can cover Michael Thomas however you want to. Guys in the short zone, deep zone, mid zones, 2, 3, 4 defenders. He finds a way to get open. 149 catches in 2019, a new NFL record for receiving. Any route you want him to run, he can do it, and he finds his way open.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Breeze to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Pass intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Sanders has it over the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Thomas. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
16 more yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st down and goal to go.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Saints 3.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And once once again, the Saints are back out in front. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jadon Mickens on the return.
We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
The ball carried by.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
35-yard line.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier. He's tackled at.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They go play action here on first down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. David Onyemata able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Ronald Jones.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Goal at the Saints' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Point after try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10.
His kick is good.
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10. At their
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze, left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running with Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Kamara on the handoff. Devin White on the tackle. A 2-yard gain.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze.
48-yard line.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Breeze. It is incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
For the Saints.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading them out. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Yeah, he'll try to run with this. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Mario Davis on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
on 2nd down. Here's a keeper by the QB. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 28. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Buccaneers.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Number 38, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. At the 20.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one caught by Isabella.
Brady's pass.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score. Buccaneers 14. Saints 10.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the ground, Kamara. There's the stiff arm. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Breeze. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The Nets defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Breeze with the handoff.
There to stop him on the tackle, Jack Sitchie. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd.
To throw, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cole. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze's throw on target to Cook.
Breeze.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
The 6-yard line.
Now, Breeze again. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to regain the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Wants to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Pickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. Yes. Ronald Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have now moved out in front. And his kick is right through.
Makes the
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And it's caught inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans. Number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return.
And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they're really in sync right now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That ball complete to Isabella.
Brady's pass complete.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. 35-28 the final as they win by a touchdown. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Tyler Boyd with 3 touchdown receptions. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. 31-13 was the final. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. He's thrown for nearly 300 yards already, as we get you back out to Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
J.Don Mickens on the return. The Bucs take over.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the 3rd quarter.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Number 38.
Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Brady so good on third and short.
He's so precise. He's so accurate. Understands exactly what he needs for a first down. You almost think you can go ahead and move the chains before he even takes a snap, don't you?
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The pass by Brady there, caught by Howard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or are asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on down. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
Throwing now is Breeze. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Breeze. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
If Jason Pierre-Paul just manages to stay on the field and play 16 games, we could have double-digit sack numbers and then some, because over his first 2 seasons in Tampa Bay, 21 sacks, earned himself a new contract, but hasn't been fully healthy. If Jason Pierre-Paul is that guy, look out. We'll see more plays as we just saw there.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Brady.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
41, Alvin.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Kamara. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Alvin Kamara on the handoff. Jordan Whitehead on the tackle.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
To Traquan Smith.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Breeze now. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. DeMario Davis gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. In a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties always a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Andy Isabella, 35 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Saints take over 1st and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Sanders has it over the middle.
Complete to Emmanuel Sanders.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Breeze to throw again. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I think it's overstating it to say that he came out of nowhere. But did anyone see 19.5 sacks coming from Shaq Barrett last year? And even after he became an acknowledged guy that you had to block, he still was able to get to the quarterback. Expects to continue on that level, and there he is, adding to his totals.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a throw here, hauled in. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Breeze now to throw. With the double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
20-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
Brady's pass.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18.
It's a gain of
another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Brady gives this one off to Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Evans. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go again to Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And the lead is up to 18 now.
The kick is good.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Over the middle to Smith.
Breeze.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
And how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Breeze now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
again, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Breeze pass. Complete.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints get a bit closer. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Alonso looked to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Well, what a game for this offense and the 43-year-old QB Tom Brady. And, hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. But they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Brady's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And this one is right through. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 45, Saints 31.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. but it's still ate up time, got points. So, while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Drew Brees in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:15 remaining. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vita Vea. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Up 2nd down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brees, he throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Michael Thomas.
Got him in. He finds Sanders. 30. 10. Touchdown. New Orleans. Sanders, 81 yards. And the Saints are back within a score.
Saints.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bucs take over 1st
And
and
the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. So fire the Cannons, it's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Tampa Bay, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Godwin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not gonna win. So let's get out there and let's have a good practice, huh?
Wait, wait, 20! Wait, 20, hot! Wait, 29! Hey, both 66! Wait, 380!
Hey, you know what, guys? That was pretty dang good. And you know what gets me really excited?
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now leading out the Panthers offense, a new man in charge for 2020, a member of the Saints the last couple of years. It's Teddy Bridgewater.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Bridgewater on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Carolina.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Buccaneer offense taking the field with all eyes in the stadium glued to their quarterback in season number 21. His first, of course, in Tampa, the great Tom Brady.
If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you have a chance to get Tom Brady, you take that opportunity, even though Jameis Winston is your quarterback last year, threw for over 5,100 yards, but he also threw 30 interceptions. Tom Brady threw just 8 in New England last season. They figured that can be the difference to get that team into the playoffs and maybe back to the Super Bowl. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass, intended for Robbie Anderson.
Well, you were just alluding to it. They had the lead. Don't try anything silly. Run the ball, but they opted to throw it incomplete.
And now the punt, as a result, is really compressed, isn't it? So the mechanics have to be perfect. Snap, and he's got to get rid of it fast.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
a gain of 9.
So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 5 catches, 68 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
On second down, it's Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Brought down at the 31. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Jeremy Chin. A 7-yard pickup.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Going up top for Miller.
At the 40-yard line.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his speed because he's so long. People think he can't be that fast, but he is, and combines it with terrific hands and makes big catches.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free.
The only thing she smells is that cheeseburger. Word. What's up?
Safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Trey
To
Boston.
throw again, Brady. The ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
Great into me and spun
He
out.
needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
So you going left or what?
Fake punt unsuccessful.
Yep.
It was 4th and 1. Charles, what do you make of the call?
I'm not against them going for it there. In fact, I would have thought they'd just leave the offense out there and go for it on 4th and 1. Leave your experts on the field. That's what they do. That's what they do best. Sometimes I think
it's the shortest way to the wall.
And sometimes they outguess themselves.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Buccaneers' 45-yard line.
You said you had to go somewhere?
As we hit the midway point of
Yeah,
this
here
first quarter.
after this race, actually.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
House
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line.
About to finish this game up in the center.
11 yards for number 11.
I'm going to get on GTA for a little bit. Hit me up when you get back. Maybe I'll get on NASCAR.
Hell yeah. Oh god, you salted. Motherfucker! Fucking noobs. I was fucking gonna get 1st place this last turn. I knew I had him, and someone had to fucking go ahead and wreck. The playoffs right now, so this guy in front of me is fucking noobs too.
Oh, I seen in a video last night that Rust Beta is coming out next month.
Continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.
So it should hit console
they think that they can bottle this
month or 2
and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do
I haven't
anything
went for that
wrong.
game for a long time.
Run, pass, it's
It's old too, but still hugely popular. It's got some great memes and stuff.
My buddy plays it still. I see him playing it whenever I go over to his house. So,
yeah,
they're probably playing it now.
Hugely popular. There's a lot of memes and stuff for it. There's a lot of trolling videos too. I seen a dude made a base close to another person's base, and then when the person came out to try to kill him, he went running in his base, and the dude followed him in, and he went out another door, and they went to the first door and shut that door, and dude was locked in the base. He's like an easy way to steal people's stuff. I was like, that's smart as hell. It's really good. Like, if you ever watch any videos on it, it's pretty good. You can get the app for your phone, and you can put security cameras up around your base, and if there's motion detection, so if anyone goes near your base, you'll get an alert on your phone, and you can check the app to see.
Cool.
Yeah. And it's not like Conan where it's